Hey friends, Jennifer here. In today's update, we're going to talk about some good news on aviation, more flights to the Philippines, new routes, and then some bad news on immigration for foreign nationals. Let's start with the good news. So Philippine Airlines announced a new code-share agreement with Qatar Airways. Nice. Qatar Airways, is a big airline, also a good one. They operate mainly on Doha Airport. Doha Airport is well connected to the hubs in the world. So this means, guys, that if you fly with Philippine Airlines and with Qatar Airways, you could have layover in Doha. And that's it, straight to Manila. So this Doha to Manila, Manila to Doha flight will operate daily. And this is really good news for kababayans coming from the US, especially in places like California, Texas, New York, New Jersey, Florida, and Washington. And like Qatar Airways, they do fly direct to Manila, Cebu, and Davao. So kababayans could have an option of flying direct from Doha to Cebu or Doha to Davao. So skipping Manila. That's an option. And then still on Philippine Airlines, they announced that they will increase their flights from Manila to Seattle from 3 times to 5 times weekly starting this year, November. And it was just last year when they announced this route. So we can tell that there is really strong demand for Manila to Seattle flights or Seattle to Manila. On United Airlines, they also announced that they will double their San Francisco to Manila flights this October. That's a serious competition for PAL, which is good for us. While EVA Air announced that they will launch Dallas to Taipei flights. So kababayans from Dallas, you fly to Taipei and then straight to Manila. EVA Air also flies to Cebu, so then another option to fly direct to Cebu rather than layovering in Manila. Now on Clark, we know that some of the domestic flights from Manila were moved to Clark. I mean, Clark is a great airport. It's nice. It's really nice airport. The only problem with Clark is the transportation. The Philippines doesn't have train going there. So everyone has to be on the road. Anyways, they announced that they will be having more flights there and they will be improving their second runway. Yeah, we have no problem flying with Clark. Just give us a good public transport, Philippines. Now let's go to immigration. This is the big news. I'll start with tourists. For tourists, whether you're just a short-term tourist or a long-term tourist, this will affect you. Increase in fees. This is the express lane fee increase. A lot of you are familiar with this or you may not know it. When you apply to extend your tourist visa, a lot of offices, immigration offices, they just add it there. They don't even ask, do you want express? No, they just add it there. Some people notice this and then they ask, can you remove this? I don't want express, I don't mind coming back. They might say yes, but in my observation, most of the time, they will just, no, that's already included there. And then, it's not worth arguing. So most people pay this express lane fee. So how much is the increase, Jennifer? Well, the increase is from 500 pesos to 1,000 pesos. So yeah, it's doubled. In BI's defense, they said that they haven't increased this express lane fee for the past 25 years. 25 years. However, due to inflation and the declining purchasing power of the peso, the existing rate no longer reflects current economic conditions. This is necessary to align with present-day financial realities and to sustain the quality of service expected by the transacting public. Okay. So just to guys give you an example, if you're entering the country as a tourist, so for example, Americans, Canadians, British, Australians, so many countries in the world, you would be given 30 days free. And if you want to stay longer, you can extend that for another 29 days, which is 4,060. And then after that, you extend again for 2 months. This time, you will be given the ACRI card, the alien card. That's 9,600. And then if you want to stay again, extend for another 2 months, that's 3,930. So this estimate I'm showing to you guys, these are for 6 months of stay, and if you are a visa-free national, which a lot of you are. Yeah, so that's about 17,590 or 310 US dollars. And please take note that this is if you are extending your visa directly with the government. Now, if you're availing the service of a visa agency, I'm not sure exactly how much they pay. I noticed about 2,000 to 3,000 pesos per extension. So yeah, times 4. I mean, you could just extend by yourself by going to the immigration office. Very easy. But some people want convenience, so yeah, sure. Moving on. This one, I might be the first one to announce this on social media. But there are changes on the retirement visa, SRV. You know, guys, that I am a visa agent for the retirement visa, and I'm sharing this news to you fresh from we had like a meeting with the PRA and all the marketers. I'm gonna start with, there is an increase in deposit. Okay, this increase will affect on September 1. So if you're applying before September 1, ignore these changes. But if you're applying September 1 and onwards, then you are affected. The first one, I'm gonna be clear. If you're military, you're a former Filipino, it's still the same 1,500 US dollars. Okay, that's good. There is an increase in the annual fee, however. If you're a former Filipino, it'll become $50 from $10 per year. And then for expanded courtesy like military, university professors, it will become $100 per year. I think it's still a good deal for a permanent visa with unlimited stay and multiple entry and exit. I think it's still a good option, especially for the military guys. Moving on, SRV Classic. So this is what a lot of people qualify for. This is if you don't belong to military or special occupations or organizations. Okay, just a regular dude with a pension or without a pension. SRV Classic, the deposit will increase starting September 1. So if you are not receiving a pension, from $20,000, it will become 30,000 US dollars. For pensioners who are receiving at least $800 per month, it will increase from 10,000 US dollars to 15,000 US dollars. The annual fee, no change. It's still $360. For the application fee, there is a $100 increase for everyone, from $1,400 to $1,500. There is also a new age group that's approved. I can't talk so much about that. You can see it on the screen. Another change that the PRA has implemented or will implement very soon on September 1 is that they want to maintain the integrity of the program, and they want to move away from the POGO affiliation. You know, there was POGO, if you don't know, there was a time when the Philippines legalized Chinese gambling here. So the gambling would be conducted here, but the bettors would be outside the country. That makes sense. Just Google it, POGO, P-O-G-O. And we've illegalized that, I think last year. And SRV is saying we're not going to accept anyone related to POGO, anyone who's worked for POGO or an operator. They are disqualified. That's a very good decision for them to do. Keep it for retirement. So that's all the update for today, guys. Aviation and for immigration, if you're a tourist, if you expect to, I'm gonna bring this much, now you add 1,000 to that, okay? Unless you can negotiate with the immigration office to opt out with the express lane fee. And for SRV, yeah, that's the change. If you don't want to be under the higher deposit, then it's best that you submit your application before September 1. If you're interested, I'm a marketer, and you can email me or message me on the comment section. I'll have my contact there. So take care, you guys. Let me know your reaction. Take care and God bless. Bye.